Hello everyone, and welcome to tonight's coverage of the Camping Universe Truck Series M&M's 132, coming at you live from Iowa Speedway this evening. It'll be one moment here, and I'll get you down to the track for practice. We'll go over points and get ready for tonight's racing action, only on Extreme Sim TV. I'm happy to have everyone out tonight. First and foremost, I want to give a big shout out to our new partner here at Extreme Sim TV, Norton Graphics and Designs. Right now I'm going to play you a little bit of short video, and I'll be back momentarily. Do you need a car painted like I do sometimes for that next big special event, or the next big league race you have to run? I know who to contact. Contact Norton Graphics. They do quality paints at cheap rates, with rates starting as low as $5 a car. Once again, that's Norton Graphics. You can contact Norton Graphics at wnorton1218 on Gmail, or Will Norton on iRacing or Trading Paints. Once again, that's Norton Graphics. Please check them out. Really good paints if you need one done. Anyways, enjoy tonight's broadcast here on Extreme Sim TV and enjoy the race. Alright, as we're getting ready to go here, I'll walk you through the points heading into tonight's event after 7 of 22 races completed. Of course, last week was Rockingham. Unfortunately, I did broadcast it, but somehow or another it got corrupted and it's unavailable, so I'll see if I can fix that. But coming into tonight's event at Iowa Speedway, Scott Sanderson's going to be your points leader right now with 125 bonus points. Like quite a few, actually. Alright, he's also in the lead by 61 points over Jason Brophy. Right there in that second position. Third's going to be Matt Holliba. Jared Ziegler setting fourth. Let's see, Norman King is fifth. Hart Green will be sixth. Tied with Brian Robertson. Ryan C. Worley seventh. Or eighth, excuse me. Those two were tied, so Ryan is eighth. Brian Ziegler ninth. Levi 10th. Michael Dees, yep. Looks like Michael fell back one, so Jeffrey in 11th. Michael Dees 12th. 13th goes to Matthew Ponte. 14th is Caleb Weekly. 15th is Leah. Roy there in 16th. Blake Mosley 17th. 18th is Gary Weaver. 19th is Charles. 20th is Donnie Lee. Noah is 21st. Deelan 22nd. 23rd is going to be J.D. Crow. Okay. Antonio Bianchi rounds out your point standings in 24th heading into tonight's event. Alright guys, when I come back, I'll take you down to the racetrack for tonight's racing action.
Thanks for the room, Tom.
I'm surprised we didn't hit.
Sorry, Roy. I was not paying attention. I was looking at the checkered flag.
Oh, that's okay, dude. No worries.
All right, we're back as qualifying's underway right now. Ryan C. Worley in that 26 machine, fastest truck on track at a 22.496. Once again, that's a 22.496 for Ryan Worley. Right now, your points leader, Scott Sanderson, currently sitting in second. Third is going to go to Dylan. Jeffrey Sykes right now in fourth. Fifth is Hart Green, Brian Ziegler sixth. Seventh, Brian Robinson. Eighth is Corey. Ninth is Tom. Roy is 10th. Caleb 11th. 12th goes to Michael Dees. Matt Hall by 13th as they stand right now. Jared Ziegler going out on track for time in that number 57 machine. Jason Brophy here sitting at the end of pit road. We'll wait to see as some times start to come in here. Right now, we'll see if we can get an interview with your points leader here right quick. Hang on for just 1 second. Actually, let's see if we can grab Norman right fast. Hey, Norman, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy on me, buddy? Hey, Norman, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy on me, buddy? Hey, Norman, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy on me, buddy?
Yes, sir.
All right, how's it feel coming in tonight here at Iowa there, Norman? You just come off a decent...
Let me tell you here in about 20 seconds when I finish qualifying.
All righty.
Alright, sorry about that. I was just doing one lap.
Oh, you're fine. It was showing me you were off, but obviously you're on. We watched the truck there. All right, how's the truck feel here at Iowa?
And through practice that we ran last night, not a fan of it during the light, but as the sun sets, I feel more comfortable as the track gets cooler with the setup. So I'm just going to try to be patient and let everything happen around me and see if we can't get a top 5 tonight.
All righty, well, the best of luck to you. What kind of fuel run do you think you'll get here tonight?
I think really we're going to be more focused on tires than fuel because I think we'll have a couple of cautions that will take fuel strategy out. But this track eats tires here.
All righty, well, the best of luck to you, man.
Thank you. Hope the good Lord's with me. Thanks I let me run this race.
10-4, buddy. Best of luck to you.
Later.
All right, there it was. That was Norman King there in that 28 machine, and we're going to get ready to grid them up here and go racing from Iowa Speedway. All righty. And I'll be right back with you here momentarily. Alright, as you can see, starting on the front row, that's going to be Jason Brophy. The 26 Orion on the outside, Jason with a good qualifying run there. Of course, Jason, last year's points champion. In that third row, it's going to be the one and only Scott Sanderson in that 93. Norman King on his outside starting fourth. Fifth is going to be the 94. And the 04 starting in sixth. Hart Green there in that 63 truck starting inside row number 4. Outside of him will be that number 58 machine on his outside. Of course, that's going to be Brian there in that 58. Behind him in the next row, you got the 16 machine and the 37. That is Leah there in the 16. And then the 37, if we can get our camera back there to it right quick, that's going to be Brian. Behind them, you're going to have the 119 machine and the 00. As they start to roll off here, probably 2 pace laps. Go back and take a look at the 119 machine. A total of 20 trucks here tonight. Of course, that is Corey there in that 119. The 00 right there as well. That's going to be Tom. There he is. Nice looking trucks here. Right behind them, if I'm not mistaken and my scoring is correct, looks like it should be, let them circle around here. Right here is Corey in the 119. That's 83 back there as well, alongside Matt in the 24. Matt, of course, Matt Hall about in that 24 machine. Michael D's back here as well. That 98 machine way back there in the back also. Alright, we're going to get ready to go green flag racing here at Iowa Speedway. 151 laps on tap here tonight. Alright, Jason there in the 88 is going to bring them down nice and slow. And we're going to go green flag racing here from Iowa Speedway. 150 laps coming straight your way on Extreme Sim TV. Off into corner number 1, Jason will run to the bottom side. He'll clear line. Now Scott will try to follow his way through as well. The top 4 there's Norman King there in the 28. Hasn't got a win this season, but he's trying to make something happen here tonight. Out of corner number 4, and Jason Brophy will lead lap number 1. Now keep in mind, Iowa Speedway is a hybrid track. Here below, a little bit loose there for Ryan in the 26. Norman goes on the apron.
The yellow flag is
And they're big trouble down the back straightaway as the 94 is involved. We've seen the 26 of Ryan get a little bit loose. Back and take a look at it. Look right here. The 26 of Ryan gets free. Norman gets a little free. Nowhere for the 94 truck to go. He's going to get turned around and go down into Leah, and then they just start stacking them up here early on here at Iowa. 3 laps into 150. That is very disappointing for that truck. Now, he will use a fast repair most likely here, because that truck is utterly totaled. Again, that is the number 94. That is going to be Dylan there in that 94 machine. Very unfortunate here that happened that early. Again, 4 laps out of 150 here for the already in the books for the Camping Universe Truck Series. And I'd like to say, how is everyone out in comment land here tonight? Brandon, Caleb, all of you guys in chat right now. We got some trucks here on pit road, 04 down pit road. 57 there, Jared come down as well. And it looks like the 94 may have just gave it up for the night. Very unfortunate. Go back up there with 63 of Hart Green as well. There is Jason Brophy in that 88 machine. Alright, how is the stream looking for you guys out there in YouTube land? Alright, as we're getting ready to go back to green flag racing here at Iowa Speedway. Once again on the outside, that's Jason Brophy. He has chosen the outside here. He's going to have Scott on the inside of him. As I come through corner 4, already 7 laps in here tonight. And the green flag will get ready to wave one more time here from Iowa. And we're back underway with 144 laps remaining here tonight. Jason Brophy off to a really good start. He'll run the high side. He'll drop it down now to the bottom. Scott Sanderson right there in tow with him. Down the back straightaway they come. And here they come down the back stretch. Jason Brophy out front in that 88 machine. Scott Sanderson trying to run him down here. We'll drop back through the pack here in just a moment. Alright, Jason's still leading here tonight. Right now running in third, Norman King in that 28 machine. Right there is Norman. He's under a little bit of attack from Ryan. Right behind him you got Ryan and Jared. Good runs out of both these trucks as well. With only 140 laps, it's going to be a short race. Again, as I started to say earlier, this track kind of races like a short track. And then the race definitely flies by here. For sure. They head into corners 3 and 4 once again. Norman King out front of this pack. That's the race for third. Caleb Weekly back here in that 6th position in that 12 truck. Good night for him so far, as we got a little bit of battle right there behind him. Noah and Jared going out. Jared on the high side, Noah on the bottom. Nothing doing. We got a 2/10 of a second lead up front for Jason Brophy. That battle for the lead now tightening up. Scott right there on his back bumper. Right here is your battle for the lead. The 88 machine trying to hold off the 93 of Scott Sanderson. Again, Jason just trying to hang on. Scott is your points leader coming into tonight. Ryan C. Worley back here behind Norman. Norman in third place. Good run so far for Norman King. I don't want to jinx him. Still looking for that first win. And it's not about to be the night here at Iowa Speedway. I'm pretty sure that if he wins this race, he's not going to be flying back home tonight. He might be a little too intoxicated to do all that from all the partying that's going to happen. Ryan, they're falling in behind him. Ryan again, another guy that looks to have a very, very good truck. Along with Brian, all these guys, your top 5 looks very, very, very strong here tonight. Caleb Weekly now starting to fall back into the clutches of Jared Ziegler. Now, dude, Jared getting tied off with corner number 4, having to jump out of the throttle. Not to get in order, not to get in the side of Caleb. That got really tight in a hurry. Here comes Hart Green on the high side. Looks like Jared's truck maybe getting tight. Hart with an aggressive move from the top to the bottom. Now looking maybe 3 wide with Jared on the inside. And I wouldn't do this, guys. Not this early. Not at Iowa. It's a little bit too narrow to try that. Wiser thoughts prevailed there. Everybody kind of backing off and letting it go. Now Caleb drifting back here. Hart's going to get by him. That moves Hart up into 6th. Here comes Jared working his way down to the bottom. You can tell the tires already going away on these trucks. Caleb Weekly in the 12 truck on the high side, desperately trying to get back to the bottom. It's not going to happen. He's going to have the 8 machine. It's going to be Noah right there below him. Right below that left rear quarter panel. Here goes Hart Green diving it in there underneath. Looks like the 16 truck going a lap down, and he's definitely falling back. Right now, Hart Green and that 63 machine having a good run here tonight. Right here, the battle for 3rd as Ryan's caught up to the back tailgate of Norman King. Norman now trying to hang on to that position. Good run for Norman here. The battle's still raging right there behind him. Looks like Hart Green has slipped up the racetrack just a little bit. Hart Green there in that 63 machine, currently running in 5th position. As we got a slow truck off of 2, everybody having to take an evasive action. Holy cow, to make it through that one. Here comes Ryan Morley working to the inside of Norman King in that 28. Nothing going to happen there. He's going to have to back out. Here comes Hart Green now. Hart will get on the outside of Ryan. He's going to try to use the outside momentum to his advantage. Again, iRacing did revert their tire model less than a week ago back to the, well, I think there was a patch during the new season, start of the season, it changed it. They reverted it back. So we may see a little bit, oh, Hart in the wall as I'm talking about. It looks like Norman may have pinched him up there. We'll go back and we'll take a look at it. As they come through the trial, we'll just watch this here with the 28 and the 26. From our chopper cam. Or the 68 and the 28. The 68 on the high side, he's going to, oh, Norman may have squeezed him just a little bit. Hart doing the nice guy thing, putting it in the fence, lifting out the gas, making sure nobody gets turned around there. Very classy move from Hart, because he could have very easily turned Norman around there. Alright, as we've already cut it down to 123 laps to go from Iowa. Already 27 laps in the books. 1 caution so far for 5 laps. Ryan C. Worley in that 26 machine right on the back bumper of Norman King. Hart back there with a little bit of damage. He's falling back. Meanwhile, your leader out front by 0.7 of a second over Scott Sanderson. Nothing changing there. See the 04 Jeffrey. I believe that's Jeffrey Sykes in 04. Maybe a lap down here at this point and falling back. 2 trucks already out of the race tonight. That's going to be Dylan Taylor and Kyle Thompson. Both those guys have retired their truck for the evening. Jeffrey Sykes there a lap down. First car 1 lap down as of now. Michael Dees with some heavy damage on that truck as well. Tom there in that 00 Slim Jim machine. You know, every time I see Slim Jim, I just, you know, I want to break out into a Macho Man Randy Savage voice. I would try it, but it would probably go disastrous. So, we're just going to leave that for everybody's imagination. Alright, now Jason Brophy in that people love the truck, the UPS truck. Speaking of UPS is, from my experience, a pretty good company as far as delivering packages. Jason up front. Scott Sanderson there in that second position. So far, Scott's season has been really, really good. He's been consistent. We've seen him dominate some races. I mean, if you're going to beat this man for a championship, you're going to have to put an amazing run together, I have a feeling. I know here in a couple of weeks we got Eldora coming at us. That's going to be a unique race. So those are the weeks that you want to try to gain on Scott, I would think. Because overall, his mile-and-a-half program has been all on point all season long. Now Norman is holding up this group right here. You see Ryan right there, now Jared's caught up to it. He's definitely holding them up. And Ryan's getting tired of it. And I think Ryan definitely got tired of it there. Because he gave him a little bit of a bumper. Not much at all, just enough to worry you. And you see Norman go up the racetrack. He's going to give up that inside lane to Ryan. If Ryan can make it stick, Hart Green all over the back of the 57 of Jared Ziegler back there. That's a battle as well. It looks like Norman's tires may be fading on him just a little bit here. Again, a long race. Abrasive racetrack, that will happen. As we go further into the night, though, the track will cool down. Gain a little bit of grip, so maybe we'll have less tire wear. But, well, we might actually have more, to be honest. But we got a side-by-side battle. Looks like Jared Ziegler on the high side, Hart Green on the bottom. Jared in that 57 Aaron's machine. Hart in that 63. Can't really read the side of it. Looks like outdoor. Maybe we'll get a shot on here in a minute. We'll have to ask him what that actually says. I can't tell. Not at this angle. OR outdoor something. OR outdoor research. We got it. Woohoo. One right for the broadcaster. I figured it out. It only took me 3 laps. But, you know, those are them's the breaks right there. Right behind me, we're going to have the 8 machine. That's the Noah Samples. And the Jags. The Jags machine of Brian Ziegler. That's going to be a battle for 7th and 8th position there. As the sun continues to go down. Oh boy, this is going to be a long one into the night for these guys. With Michael D's bouncing it off the wall there in that Air Force machine 05 truck, having a little bit of struggles here tonight. Meanwhile, back up front, the 88 machine of Jason Brophy pulled out to a 1 second lead here. 40 laps in, so definitely having a good run in that 88. But we'll have to see how this truck changes throughout the run here. That's one thing you do have to worry about. Alright folks, we're going to get ready to go for a crank it up segment here. And I'll be back with you momentarily. Alright, as we're back here live, hope you enjoyed that little bit of crank it up. As we're 44 laps into this one here at Iowa, Again, pit stops came. Some trucks pitted around lap 5 or so. So we'll start to see when people decide to come down pit road to grab some fresh tires and take a get a full load of fuel on the truck. And I'm thinking it's probably going to be a 2-stop race if we go green here till the end, but I may be wrong. No, actually, if they can make it to 60, it's probably going to be maybe a one. Yeah, it's going to be a 2-stop race regardless. I was thinking maybe they could stretch it to a 1-stop, but I don't see it happening. So that definitely has to weigh on your mind that, you know, it's going to be a 2-stop race from here on out regardless. So, you know, you don't want to run the tires completely out because you can't afford to stop and get some as probably around lap 60. You can reasonably come down and get 4 fresh ones. Because that'd be a 40 lap run on these sets, and these tires have given up. Let's see, a fastest lap time for your leader was a 23.8. And your last lap time was a 24.2. Little under a second, not bad, but the truck just seems to not drive very well. As Jason's led 47 of 48 laps here this evening. Or 48 of 48 now, they just updated. Jason pulling away here. Ryan C. Worley trying to run down Norman King. He's been doing a good job staying right there with him, but Norman has been able to keep that 28 truck up in third all night long. As we're going to come around to put lap number 50 on the board. Next time by, it'll be 100 laps to go here from Iowa. Art Green back there in that 63 truck. Jared Ziegler putting a little bit of pressure on him. No real battles to speak of. The 33 with quite a bit of damage, that's going to be Roy. That Fire TB truck. Having a little bit of trouble here tonight. He's going to be 3 laps down. Michael D's 1 lap down. Corey right here showing 2 laps down. Levi here in the 31 also a lap down. So right now there are 10 trucks on the lead lap. The last truck on the lead lap is Caleb. Right there in that 12. Of course we saw him fall back earlier. And he's got to watch it because if this goes green, to be honest, he's in danger of going a lap down too, because right now he's 22 seconds back. So about a couple more seconds, the 88 machine will be right on him as he enters the corner. And Jason's right there. So Caleb definitely in danger of going a lap down here tonight. With 7, as you can see, Jason's now pulling up on him now. And once he gets around him, which will be right about now, that's going to leave 9 trucks on the lead lap. Brian Robinson here in the 37, the next truck, in line to go a lap down to Jason. And once you get to the 37, then you would put 8 trucks left on the lead lap at that point. Michael D's back here. Right here is Noah in at 8. Jared Ziegler. Everybody kind of spaced out at this point, which you kind of expect here as the tires begin to wear more and more. Some trucks handling better than others. Norman King, though, trying to hang on to third right now as he's going to have Ryan right there. This battle has been going on for a while as Norman had to go to the high side to try to go around Jeffrey. And that opened up the lane, but Ryan couldn't really take advantage just yet. Hart Green right there as well, up in the 5th position. Trying to get 4th. He's going to use the outside. We've seen him go up there on the high side on Norman earlier. Kind of got pinched in the wall. This time he'll work his way underneath of Ryan. Let's see if he can make something happen. Or up above Ryan. Out of corner number 2. And he will indeed take over that 4th position. He'll set his sights now on Norman King. He's going to try to use the same line he got around Ryan with. That outside line is really working for Hart Green right now. Right up to the back tailgate of Norman King. And, oh man, all over the back tailgate now. He'll use the high side up 1. It doesn't look like it's as strong for him out of 1 as it is 3 and 4. Down here on this end of the racetrack, he really gets a good run by using the higher line. But look what Norman King did. He adjusted. He moved that truck up and took the air off the 63 and took the line away. That is a beautiful defensive move. You know, you see somebody, and you see it cost Hart Green 4th position. Ryan's going to work his way back by. Meanwhile, up in Never Never Land up there, Jason pulling away by 1.9 seconds as we've seen Hart Green scrub up against the fence a little bit out of 3 and 4. Ryan C. Worley in that 26 machine, he's going to drop back below Jason, below Norman, try to get something done again. Norman is really fit hard to hang on to this 3rd position. But, excuse me there, but I do believe that truck has given up the ghost on him. I don't think the tires are where they need to be. It just by visually looking, it looks like Norman's really having to force the truck to get it to do what he wants it to do. It's not naturally rotating. You kind of just listen in at the throttle inputs. We'll ride on board with Norman right quick where you can get an idea of what I'm talking about there. And we'll just listen to his throttle input. Alright, we are on board with Norman King now. And look at that steering input, and you hear just how far out of the gas he actually is. Really having to lift out of the throttle and wait to get that truck turned. Those tires are just going. We're going to take a look at previous speeds. Norman at this point is almost a 2 full seconds off of his fastest lap of the race at 24.4 last time by, and his fastest at 22.8. Oh, almost a 2-second drop off here in 40 some odd laps since his stop, if he even stopped. Oh, and Norman hasn't stopped, so he is on completely. He's got 66 laps on these tires now in this 28 machine. Ryan there trying to close the gap on Norman King with 83 laps remaining. And you know, I said earlier it was going to be a 2-stop race, but I'm beginning to wonder at this point that this could be a 1-stop race here if this goes green. Because Norman has put 68 laps on the truck. There's only 83 to go. Michael D's up there on the high side as it begins to get cooler and cooler outside here at Iowa. The light's starting to come on around the racetrack, you see there. So we're transferring into that dark stage. So the tires will grip a lot better than the racetrack. And I'll be back with you here momentarily on Extreme Ascend TV. Alright, we're back here on Extreme Sim TV, just watching the leader here. You can see just how much the tires have given up on that 88 machine. Here's Jared, and the 57 machine still running, coming out of corner number 3 now, running in that 5th position. Alright, 75 laps in here. Pit stop starting here with 76 laps to go. We've got 1, 2, 3 trucks on pit road. Looks like Matt Hollowell on pit road there in that 24 truck. The 8 of Noah Staples and the 33 already on pit road. Alright guys, I'm back after the wifey and Dobby over here decided they were going to laugh their ass off.
The yellow flag is out.
As we got a yellow on the racetrack. We'll go back and take a look at who went around in the grass. Not sure on which truck went around there. I know it was on the front straightaway. The second yellow of the evening with 72 laps remaining here on Extreme Sim TV for the Camping Universe Truck Series at Iowa Speedway. We know everybody will come down pit road here, the trucks that had not pitted. Scott back there in 5th. Looks like he's going to dive down here this time. Maybe a little short on fuel. Having to come in a little early. There's Matt still on pit road. The 57 of Jared Ziegler sitting down there on pit road as well. We'll wait and see if any more trucks come down as we got less than 75 laps to go here on Extreme Sim TV. Nelly, the wife, is doing fine. Doing a lot better than last week for sure. I appreciate it. She's feeling better. As you can tell by a while ago with her and Dobby over here laughing their butts off. So for a little explanation, since we're under yellow, and I'll keep an eye on these trucks here, we got a couple more coming down. Basically, Dobby is my sister's nickname. You know Renee.
I play Mafia.
She plays Mafia City. So does Renee. And apparently they're over there burning people. Don't know. So we're going to move on from that. Alright, we'll take a look at these trucks as they circle around here. 70 laps to go, and I thank you guys for asking about the wife. That means a lot that you care there. That, you know, that's great. I do appreciate it. And even boy, we got 69 laps or so left to go, and Jason has had a really good run all night long. Scott got called out there a little bit on the pit strategy. It's kind of dropped back a little bit. And I do believe Scott's probably the only truck that compete with Jason as they circle around there. You see Norman King up there in front of the 88. It's because this yellow come out in a weird, very bad time during pit stops. There's some trucks that's going to get wave arounds here. Norman in the 828 machine will be the recipient of one, so will, if I'm checking my stats right, Norman should be back on the lead lap. Alright folks, I'm going to step away from the booth for just one moment here. And we'll get ready to go one more time here from Iowa. For the drivers on the racetrack that may rewatch this at lap time market at 68, Dobby over here has said, as declared, don't wreck. That is what Dobby says. What Dobby says goes. Alright, green flag's back in the air. Jason Brophy will jump out to a nice gap now. Right there, Scott Sanderson on the high side. He's going to have Jared Ziegler underneath him in the battle for second. Right here, this battle off end of 3 and 4. Jared Ziegler all over the back of Scott, but Scott's going to start to pull away. He'll try to run down that 88 machine of Jason Brophy. Jason, of course, has led pretty much every lap out here tonight so far. Jared now starting to fall back from Scott Sanderson, your points leader. Alright. Scott Sanderson on the inside. Jason Brophy on the outside. And Jason trying to hold off Scott now. Here comes Jared. These trucks have come alive as the lights have come on. Here comes the 93 machine. Scott Sanderson running the low line. Jason Brophy running the high line. 63 laps to go from Iowa. Jared Ziegler starting to fall back just a little bit now. Oh. Alright, through 3 and 4, here they come. Down the front straightaway. Scott Sanderson's gonna bounce it off the wall. Everybody say bye to Dobby. I'll give you your coordinates to where you can burn her whenever I can get them. Alright, Jason Brophy pulling away just a little bit. Here comes Scott Sanderson. Everything he can do. 0.3 of a second back. Can Scott pick up another win? Can Jason pick up a win? Or can Jared sneak up there and grab one here with 59 laps remaining at Iowa? The lights are on. The speeds are picking up. Previous lap time for Jason, a 23.070 compared to a 23.126 by Scott. Scott about a tenth off the pace right now. Now 4/10 back behind the 88 machine. Now he'll draw back up down the front straightaway. 57 laps remaining for these guys. Now pretty much completely dark around the racetrack. Here comes Scott right to the back bumper of Jason there. Really putting the pressure on that 88 truck. 55 more laps to go. Can Jason hold on? Or will Scott figure out a way to get by? Coming to 54 laps remaining here. Jason doing everything he can to keep that 93 machine behind him. We put 97 laps in the books here tonight. Right now, they are 8 trucks on the lead lap. That is all. Keep in mind, 20 trucks started the race. Looks like around 15 remain running. Art Green back here and near the back, he's battling with some traffic. It's going to be the 58 that he's racing around there of Brian Ziegler, and he'll clear in 4/5. Here comes the 8 machine of Noah trying to get by Ryan. Norman King back here as well, man. He was running up inside the top 3 for a long time, and now he's back in 7th position. Can't seem to get back up through there. Alright, back up front here. Jason able to put a little bit of a gap on Scott now. About 0.5 of a second, little more there out of corner number 2. Coming to 49 laps to go. I think Jason's truck's starting to come in now. He's starting to pull away from Scott. Alright, Jason Brophy out front and pulling away by 7/10 of a second now. Coming to 47 laps remaining at Iowa.
The yellow flag is out.
And we have a yellow on the racetrack. Another the third caution of the evening. It looks like Roy may have been involved. We'll go back and take a look at what happened. Right here, Roy coming into corner number 1. Looks like he just overshoots the corner. Gets up in the marbles, up in the fence. And just kind of loses it there. I'm not sure. It gets into it again. And finally that truck comes around. I'm not really sure about that. And then hard impact to the inside wall. And that'll bring out the third caution on the evening. Alright, as everybody comes down pit road here. Only 8 trucks on the lead lap at time of yellow. So all 8 of them is going to come down now. Jason, Scott Sanderson there. And Jason in the 88. We'll see if we can get in touch with Jason here as they come back off of pit road. Hey Jason, it's Matt up in the booth. You got me, buddy?
Yes, I do.
Alrighty, buddy. What do you think it's going to take to hold off that 93 truck for the rest of the race?
Bit of luck and green flag the rest of the way. I seem to be better the long run, but short run he's there if not faster. So I'm gonna need to go green. I'm happy I could hold on to that one because I had a few lap older tires since I'd come out of the pits and run, but I wanted the track position. So I'd love to see it go green to the end. I would love to see it go green from after the pit stop though. So, but truck's clean, so just need to keep putting in good laps. Try not to mirror watch.
Alrighty, how much did the track change after it went to dark here?
The truck's handling changed maybe a little. I mean, I got real sideways there in 1 and 2 right after that restart. But it just has a little more grip, feels a little faster. Handling wise, I think the truck's still pretty much the same. It still really punishes jumping in the throttle too early or overdriving entry. So it's hard, really hard to wait.
Alrighty. Yeah, I also know iRacing rolled back about, I guess, a week ago. They rolled back their tire build to the older build. Has that made any difference as far as how the truck reacts to changes?
On the very long run there, I started searching around. I found some time in the middle, but then I moved down all the way to the yellow line and found just a bit of grip down there, and that's when I started to pull away from Scott. If I could get it all the way down to the yellow line, basically, not touching it, because if you touch the apron, you're going to spin. But there was a little extra grip down there, and it meant I could get up off the corner well, and not abuse my tires. So yeah, I think it's made a difference. I mean, I was definitely searching around and finding different lines, but I think you're still best trying to get to that grip strip down at the bottom.
Alrighty, well, the best of luck to you here. We'll let you go as we're probably going to get one to go here. And we hope to talk to you at the end of it, buddy.
Yep, one to go here. So thanks for bringing me in.
No problem. Alright, that was Jason Brophy, the driver of that 88 machine. All right, we'll take the green here. 41 laps will be remaining here this evening. And waiting here as they come through the corner of the pace car dive down pit road, leaving it in the hands of Jason Brophy, and the green flag is out. Jared got in the back of Scott just a little bit. Might actually push that and give the 9th a little bit of momentum, but it's not going to work. Jason's able to clear them both. He'll get that truck down to the bottom. Now it's back to duel between these guys. Can Jason hang on for now 41 more laps? Here comes Jared. Jared's truck seems to be really strong on a restart, but then it seems to fade away. Scott Sanderson doing everything he can. This time Jason's jumped out to a little bit better of a lead, I think. That may help him in the long run, as we got a battle back here. And yellow is out. Looks like Hart Green is involved. In that 68, we'll go back and take a look at what happened. Coming down the back straightaway here, Hart on the bottom underneath the 58, and yep, just made contact. That truck goes around. Norman, unfortunately, gets a little piece of it. 58 gets in the wall, and that's going to bring out the 4th yellow of the evening. And that will come out with about 39 laps remaining. Alright, so we've had the yellows. And everything happened here is we got some trucks bringing it back down. Looks like Norman's going to bring it down as well. Back on pit road, we've had some yellows. We've seen that Jason was able to jump out to a nice lead the last time. We'll see if he can do it again here on Extreme Sound TV. Alrighty, as we're back here with 35 laps to go, and Slick, to answer your question, it looks like the 57 was able to get a really good restart. If he could time one of those right, indeed, I think he could do it. I think he can get to the bottom of Scott, and if he can get Scott in the middle, maybe put him in a 3-wide situation, it'd make it really difficult for them to hold him off here late in the going. Now, Jason, he's hoping to get another good restart and jet out in front of these guys. Again, the 57 is Jared Ziegler, Jason Brophy, Scott Sanderson, and Ryan C. Worley as your top four as we're getting ready to go back. Green to flag racing from Iowa Speedway coming out of corner number 4. And green is in the air. Jason Brophy's going to stand on it. Really good start for him. Jared didn't get the start that he got the last time. That may help out Scott Sanderson a little bit here. You don't have to worry about Jason being as close as he was. Ryan actually going to be fighting there for third with Jared off into corner number 3. See right there, there's Noah working his way around Ryan. Ryan's starting to fall back now. With 33 laps to go, we got some side-by-side battling with the 37 of Brian Ziegler back here. Caleb Weekly back there as well. Ryan seems to be stuck on the bottom, and that outside's definitely got momentum. Oh, the 12. The 63 got in the back of the 12 right there. Nearly turned him around. He held on to it, though, as the battle up front is now at about 3/10 of a second. Oh, and the 12's around. Go back and take a look at what happened. Oh, Norman drifted up into the side of the 12. Oh, man. How unfortunate. We'll go back and take a look at it one more time. As I head off into the corner, you can see the 28 on the bottom there. And just slides right up in to the 12 of Caleb and spins him around. Highly unfortunate. And that will bring out the yellow once again. The 5th yellow on the evening. That also means that Jason's going to have to hang on for another restart. He didn't want to see this race of cautions. They're actually going to come down pit road now. The 93, the 88, the 28. Coming down pit road. Get fresh tires on these trucks, so they'll have somewhere in the neighborhood of 26, 27 laps to go. They'll exit pit road here. Jason able to hang on to the lead for now. Looks like the 8 of Noah stayed out. That's an interesting decision. That'll mix it up if he decides to elect to stay completely out. Indeed he will. So Noah will take over the lead here with less than 30 to go. And he'll have to try to hang on in front of that 88 and 93 truck. Now I think they're faster. The problem is for Jason now, he's restarting on the outside. And he is not the control truck. You see the 03 machine. Or the 05 machine at Michael D's. He's going to be a wave around truck. Alright, as the lights are out on the iRacing pace car, and we'll get the green flag with 26 laps remaining. Noah Samples will be out front in that 8 machine. Getting ready to turn them back loose once again. Noah Samples in the 8, Jason Brophy in the 88. Noah electing the outside line. That may help Jason. That's going to give him the bottom in 1. And green flag's in the air. Noah gets a good jump. He'll clear that inside line by a bunch. Now we'll watch back here in the back. Scott Sanderson stuck on the bottom behind Jason Brophy. He's going to have Jared Ziegler to his outside. Jason's able to easily pull away from Scott. He'll get to the back bumper of Noah here pretty soon. If Scott's forced on the bottom, that's going to allow Jared Ziegler move that truck up into 3rd. Here comes Jared. Now Jason's got to get there and deal with Noah in a hurry, because he has got the 57 truck right there behind him. Jason rolls to the bottom of the racetrack. Through 3 and 4. Can he clear him out of turn 4? This is where he may have to lift out of the throttle. Indeed he does. That's going to leave Noah hanging on for one more lap here with 24 laps to go. Noah with a little bit older tires. Here comes Jason on new tires. Here comes Jared. They're going to stack up as they head down into corners 3 and 4. Jason desperately trying to get by Noah here, but he just doesn't have the room to slide up right now. In through 1 and 2. Now this time he's got a better run, but again has to lift. And every time he dives down to make that move, he is just killing those tires, trying to clear that 8 truck. Now he's going to drift up into him. He turns him. Jason gets into the leader. Noah around. Jason's going to go through the grass. We're going to go back and take a look at it. Big drama here late in this one. Noah Sample is getting turned around by Jason Brophy in the battle for the lead. We've seen that truck whoosh up on the exit a couple of times. And here's what it looked like in corners 3 and 4. Jason whooshes up the racetrack, gets into the side of Noah. Now that forces Jason into the grass. Don't think he got any damage to the truck really. Probably hurt the tires, all the sliding. But Noah there in that 8 truck's got to be fuming. I do believe it was just a racing accident, but still as a driver, you're absolutely fuming behind the wheel. Out front in the battle, he tried to jump out of the throttle, couldn't do it. That turned the 8 around, he completely goes around. And that's going to put us back under yellow for the 6th time this evening. Jason Brophy being scored your leader, but it'll be interesting to see how the admins choose to handle this, because he definitely lost ground going through the grass. So I don't know. I know the point of yellow, he was probably the leader, but he definitely went off pace going through the grass. So it'll be interesting to see how the admins handle this. Lights still on the iRacing pace car. Jared's looking at the bottom like, hey man, I want the lead back. He probably feels that Jason dropped his speed. Alright, some late race drama here at Iowa. Noah Samples was up in the lead when the 88 machine of Jason Brophy slid up the racetrack, made contact, went through the grass, lost momentum. Now it's going to come down to where does the admin put him? Do they have him keep his lead, or does he get an EOL? That's going to be the question. Jason Brophy up there in that 88 machine. Jared's still pulling alongside. They're probably still trying to work out the running order. Jason went clearly through the grass, so. And not only that, even if he gets to keep the lead, how dirty are the tires now? He's battled his butt off to get back to the lead, took the truck through the grass. You know, so you got to worry about your tires as well. It looks like they'll come by this time, and we'll see the 1 to go signal. And it looks like they're going to score the 88 as the leader. Noah Samples did, however, come down pit road to get 4 fresh tires on that truck. Lights are off on the pace car. Jared Ziegler will start on the inside. Jason Brophy being scored as your leader on the outside. Scott Sanderson third. Ryan C. Worley scored in 4th. 5th will be Hart Green there in that 63 machine. 6th will be the 37, Brian Ziegler. And 7th, starting on this restart, will be Norman King. 8th, Caleb Weekly. And we will get ready to go back green flag racing here with 17 laps remaining. Alright, green flags getting ready to fly right back in the air for the Camping Universe Truck Series. Jason Brophy with a really good jump there. The question is, when that truck gets to turn 1, how much debris does he have on those tires? How wore out are they? Jared threw it in there. He's going to wash up the racetrack, nearly getting the wall. Scott just about got into Ryan as they're beating and banging. This battle here for a second is raging. It's Jason. Oh, Jared's in the wall. Worley's sideways going through the grass, headed towards pit road. He'll come back across the racetrack. Yellow will come out. Nobody will get into him. Holy cow. It got bunched up off of corner number 4. Ryan C. Worley got punted. Went around. And the 7th caution of the evening will fly. We'll go back and take a look at it here. Coming into 4, they're all bunched up. Jared's on the high side. Scott's on the bottom. Jared's truck pushes way up the racetrack. He has to lift. Gets in a wall. Hart Green has nowhere to go but the back of Ryan C. Worley. And watch this truck slide up the racetrack. At this point, there was no choice but to throw the yellow. Right there's Jason, still your leader. We'll see if he elects to come down or stay out. We do have trucks, however, coming down. Jared came down. Jared comes down. He brought a couple of trucks with him. That's going to be interesting. Interesting decision here with 14 laps to go. The 88 stays out, but a couple of trucks come down. Scott Sanderson also stayed out. I think Jason was Jared was hoping a couple more would come down with him. Like he may go ahead and use a fast repair as well on that 57 truck to get it fixed, because he did have some damage. Noah Samples, who was leading earlier when he got turned off the side of Jason Brophy, comes down and gets tired as well. Alright, we'll get a green flag back in the air with less than 13 laps to go. Probably more around 10 here at Iowa Speedway. All right, sick. I hope you get to feeling better. Side there, I hope you get to feeling better, buddy. I hate that you're not out here running, but it's definitely putting on a show here tonight. That's for sure. Yeah, that's right. They didn't have any fast repairs. That totally slipped my mind. They changed that this season. I totally forgot about that. So, no, they don't have any fast repairs. Oh, Matt, didn't realize that was you, bud. Yeah, I seen your truck sitting down there on pit road. I couldn't figure out that was you. Okay, you was sick. I hate to hear that, man. Alright, the lights go off and they will take the green here with 10 laps remaining here tonight from Iowa. It's going to be a shootout here at the end. Jason Brophy on the high side. Scott Sanderson on the bottom. Norman King up there in third. Worked his way back up there. We seen him third earlier on tonight as well. Jared, of course, diving down to get fresh tires and to let him work on that truck a little bit. He's sitting back there, looks to be in 8th. Noah Sample is out back there as well in 6th. So we're getting ready to go green at flag racing here from Iowa one more time. Can Scott Sanderson do anything with Jason Brophy in that 88 machine? And green flag is in the air one more time. Jason's going to stand on it. Looks like Noah didn't get a very good restart back there. Scott's able to hang with Jason a little bit. Now Jason's going to put a little bit more of a gap on him. The battle's going to be for third there with Norman King. Norman King goes sideways. Norman gets turned sideways off of 2. We're going to stay with the leaders. Caleb Weekly now up to third. Scott Sanderson now trying to close the gap on that 88 machine. 9 laps to go. Out of corners 1 and 2. Scott now really trying to chew into the gap. The 88 machine of Jason, man, he's been sideways, been through the grass on this set of tires. How will these tires hold up over the last 8 laps? Only time will tell. It looks to be everybody spread out now. Scott now starting to search around and use a little bit of higher entry. Trying to get that run down the back straightaway. If he can just get there, maybe he can have something for him, but it's the getting there part that's going to be hard. As they come to the line, there's going to be a gap of about 0.5 of a second. Coming to 7 laps to go here at Iowa. Scott really trying to change his lineup in 1 and 2. Scott now 0.4 of a second back. 4.5 now, a little bit by inches. A little bit quicker than Jason there that lap. But will it be enough? Out of corner number 2 now. Noah Sample is on the bottom. Watch Noah. Him and the 88 got in it together earlier. This could be drama filled here as the 88 machine will work his way to the outside of Noah. What does Noah do here? He's definitely going to race him hard. He's not going to let the 88 go easy. And this is killing the 88 time-wise. Now, look at that. Noah let him go. That was a classy move out of Noah just to kind of let the leader go. Scott now's got to work his way around him pretty quick. 4 laps to go here from Iowa. Noah, though, running back down Jason. This could be... If I'm Jason, I'm just going to let that 8 car go right now. I'm not even chancing it. 3 laps to go here from Iowa. Jason Brophy had a good lead all night long. Here comes the 8 machine to the bottom there. Out of 2. He is a lap down. He's going to jump underneath of him. Jason's going to let him go, looks like. No, Jason's staying in it. I'm not sure about this. I believe I just let the lap car go. He's got an 8/10 of a second lead with 2 laps to go here at Iowa. Jason Brophy on his way to another win. And there goes the 8. Now he'll just let the 8 go. That was a smart move by the 88 machine. White flag now in the air. 1 lap to go for Jason Brophy. Out of corner number 1 and 2. Jason Brophy on his way to picking up another win here in the 88 truck. Through 3 and 4. Last year's champion's going to be in victory lane. Jason Brophy's going to take the win here tonight from Iowa. Second's going to go to Scott Sanderson. What a great run we've seen out of this 88 tonight, and we'll get to your results here momentarily. Alright, the winner of tonight's race is going to be Jason Brophy. Scott Sanderson will come home second. Ryan C. Worley third. Brian Robinson will come home fourth. Caleb Weekly fifth. Norman King scores sixth. Jared Ziegler seventh. Brian Ziegler eighth. Noah Samples comes home ninth. 10th goes to Levi. Michael Dees 11th. 12th goes to Corey. Hart Green 13th, Roy 14th, Jeffrey 15th, Tom Marshall 16th, Leah Overton 17th, Matt Holloway 18th, and 19th to Dylan Taylor. Al Thomason rounding out the top 20. And there you have it. There's your finishing results. And we come back here on Extreme Sim TV. We'll have your interviews. Hey guys, it's Matt from Extreme Sim TV here. Do you need a car painted like I do sometimes for that next big special event or the next big league race you have to run? I know who to contact. Contact Norton Graphics. They do quality paints at cheap rates with rates starting as low as $5 a car. Once again, that's Norton Graphics. You can contact Norton
Howdy.
Graphics. W Norton 1218 on Gmail. Or Will
I think I've been pulled.
On iRacing or Trading Paints. Once again, that's
no worries. I'd still like to know what I did, whether that was fully me. I still got to check the replay.
Anyways, enjoy tonight's broadcast.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know what happened. I'm pretty sure it was me, but...
All right, guys, we got your winner up here in the booth. Jason, hey, buddy. All right, well, before we get into the winning part, what happened there with you in the 8 truck?
I just pushed all of a sudden, and coming through the corner, thought I was fine. Thought I'd picked up the throttle at the right point, was going to be able to keep it below him, and I overdrove it. and he was doing a fantastic job on 2 tires, and I spun him. So kind of makes this whole thing a bit bittersweet.
Nevertheless, racing accidents do happen. You know, I know it wasn't on purpose, so.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I'd like to race it out clean there because I think I was the fastest regardless. But I was struggling to get by and overdrive it a little. Lucky I didn't get damaged, because if I'd gotten any damage there, it would have been game over. And then got my spot back, and so I hate that the caution really worked out for me is what in the end happened. But I mean, I felt like I was real fast all race. This setup was pushy, very much pushy, especially if you tried to get back to the gas earlier, as I said. But I seem to have it figured out there, so especially the older tires.
Yeah, you definitely did a great job all night. Had a fast truck. You know, to be honest with you, when it was coming down to a couple of laps to go, I had a vision of a Joey Logano, Matt Kenseth situation as you were on the outside of the 8.
So did I, to be honest. I was afraid to drop under him, or let him back under me. Once I was very much afraid, and I had no issue with him racing me there because I know what had happened and how that played out. So yeah, I definitely was afraid. Oh, sorry.
You're fine. It was definitely a touchy situation.
Yeah, and again, I don't necessarily think I could have blamed him had he done it, because all I dumped him. I mean, so put him back in the field, and I think he said he got a pit penalty, something along those lines, that ended up costing him. So I don't think, actually, I'm not sure. I haven't paid attention to see whether I think we both came out clean, but obviously it killed him because he lost a whole bunch of track position, and I got to go take the lead. So feels a bit bittersweet, especially since I think I would have won it without it. And
alrighty, well, nevertheless, you got the win. Anybody you'd like to thank here tonight, buddy?
Yeah, I feel bad for Norman. I know he had a real strong run today. We put in some practice yesterday, a bunch of us, and I learned a lot in that practice session yesterday about how to drive today. Even though it was a bit warmer, just figuring out how to take the corners was the big deal. So thanks for him. Caleb put up a session for practice yesterday too, or yeah, that was yesterday, I think, anyway. So I appreciated him doing that. Jared for putting on the league. Scott for giving me a run for my money as hard as he could all race long without wrecking me. Although I'm glad I got away in that last restart, because he said the quarter panel's open fair game with, was it like 3 to go or something? But he opened it up on that last restart, so I knew I had to get moving. And to be fair, I used someone's door, so.
Alrighty, well, congratulations. Some great short track racing here tonight. Look forward to more later on in the season.
Yep. I don't even remember where we go next, but I'll figure that out. Second week I've done this, so.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, good job, Jason, and we hope to see you there next week.
Yep. Thank you.
No problem, buddy. Alrighty, Scott, it's Matt up in the booth. You got a copy, buddy?
Yeah, I got you.
Alright, man, bringing her home second, and I had an overall good truck. Just couldn't get up to that 88.
Yeah, well, a good truck would be stretching it, but yeah, Jason was pretty damn fast. He definitely has got this track down. I couldn't get the dump truck to turn. It was pathetic.
Alrighty, well, nevertheless, a good run here tonight's going to help you maintain your points lead going on further with the season, so that's definitely a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, points lead's always nice, but we got the chase. It resets everything. So, I mean, whether you got a 1-point lead or a 101-point lead, it's not going to matter too much.
Alrighty. Well, buddy, it was a heck of a race out there to watch.
Yeah, it definitely had its interesting points. I don't know if they were good or bad. I'd have to go back and watch the race, but to me, just kind of up front, it was kind of lackluster and boring. Just couldn't make any passes, couldn't run the low line. At least I couldn't. And the high side was so far off pace that you'd lose so much ground. It just, I don't know. Kind of down about the race just because this track has a bunch of potential, but it is what it is. Can't change it. On to the next week.
Yep. Now, to that point, do you think the problem is the tire model itself?
No, I wouldn't think so. It might be just the character of the track. I haven't driven Iowa in quite some time, but I like the track and all that. It's just I think the setup was just that backwards. Even I mean, I'd have to go in and really look at the setup deep, but I'm sure it needs a big adjustment. It was good for one lap, literally one lap. I don't know if I was just overdriving it. It seemed like I was pulling away from third place early there in the run. I don't know if people were saving tires or anything like that, but it seems like I had second place pretty well locked up until the very end when all the cautions started happening. I got pinned on the inside, and you couldn't restart on the inside. But as far as the tire model, no. I mean, it seems like it's not as big of an issue at other tracks. Like Rockingham was okay last week. When we went to Kentucky, it was okay. I mean, Auto Club was pretty bad, but I also think that was a setup too. It seems like when it's super tight, the tires just don't stay on it. So, I don't know.
Alrighty, man. Well, congratulations on P2, and we hope to see you here next week.
Alrighty, thank you.
Alright, man. Have a good one.
Yep, you too.
Alright, Ryan. It's Matt with Extreme Sim. You got me, buddy?
Yeah, I got you, bud.
Alright, you brought her home at P3 tonight, buddy.
Yeah, man, I feel bad about that last lap, though. I did not mean to turn the 12 truck there. That's not how I like to race. I don't like when people race me that way either. So, really should be P4. He should get P3, but it's just the way it goes. Last lap, everybody's put.
For sure. Now, do you think the truck overall handled pretty well?
Yeah, I mean, it handled pretty good at, mid-run. Beginning for run, though, you could probably tell I get a little loose, and I think it was the very beginning for race. I just about spun out in front of the whole pack. I was afraid I was going to.
Alrighty. Nevertheless, you had a really good run here tonight, buddy.
Yeah, it's always good whenever you're disappointed that you got better spot than you should have gotten. So, definitely good race for us.
Alrighty. So, what's the plan going into next week?
I don't even know what track we're going to next week, to be honest. But yeah, if we're racing next week, it's gonna be another just push for a good top 3, top 5, and we've run a more aggressive pit strategy tonight, and it kind of hit us right in the face. So I might be a little more careful with that next week. I don't know how it's gonna turn out as far as fuel mileage goes, but this night I was trying to get the tire strategy, and then a caution came out, and I had 9 laps on my tires, but I had to get my lap back. So.
Alrighty, well, y'all definitely put on a show here tonight, buddy.
Oh, yeah, we try to do that, and trucks allow us to do it. You get those cup cars, they're too wobbly. It's hard to control them, but give us trucks, and we'll put on a show.
Alrighty. Well, the best of luck to you going on in the next week, and anybody you'd like to thank for the night, buddy?
I just gotta thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I prayed to Him like the entire race, because if you look at practice, I wasn't very fast then, but during the race, you can definitely tell He was helping me out there. Also, just gotta thank sponsors on the hood. You got Eaton on the hood there tonight. They're the ones who employ my dad, so that definitely helps me keep running around here. And also gotta thank Mountain Air. They're on the side of the car. Great guys to fly with. It's a virtual airline, and yeah, there's great guys I love flying with. And if any of you out there are flight simmers, go check them out. Mountainair.org. So yeah, those are my sponsors.
Alrighty, buddy. Well, the best of luck to you here next week.
Thank you, and thank you for broadcasting tonight, bud.
No problem, buddy, and we'll see you next week, man.
See ya.
Alright, guys, that's going to do it for tonight. This has been Matt with Extreme Sim TV. I want to give a big shout out to our new partners here at Max Speed TV, Norton Graphics. All his contact information is in the description below. If you need a paint done or anything like that, he does quality work at good prices. Give him a shout out and let him know that Extreme Sim TV sent you that way. And we'll see you tomorrow for the RJM Sprint Car Series, as they're going to come back for one more race, and that'll be tomorrow night. And then we hope to have them back here in the near future. But after that, I don't know if I'll have anything on Thursdays starting next week. And then, of course, on Sunday, I will have the Sim Racing Unleashed Cup Series making their return. So, everybody have a great night. Be safe out there. And until next time, it's been Matt with Extreme Sim. See you guys.